party like a celeb with an Iceland bonus card.
Welcome back to I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. 7:40 AM on Monday morning here in Australia.
Earlier on there we saw Brian and Timmy battling it out in the Last Chance Saloon while they were down in Penis Coladas and munching on ever so dry cracker things.
They were drier than that.
They were drier than that. Back at camp the rest of the group were divided. Brian's friends were thinking, I don't care what happens as long as Brian comes back.
Well, Timmy's mate David was thinking, I don't care what happens.
We need to talk about the bed situation over lunch. Perhaps when the boys come back, whoever's left over.
I really want to see Brian's face walking back.
Yeah.
Really do.
Me too. He does too many things around the camp. There'll be a big hole if he's not here.
Yeah.
He's the rock, man. Brian.
I know, just...
I don't think he's cutthroat enough. I think I put no money on Timmy because he just wants it more, and he's a lot more ruthless, I think, than Brian. Brian is too much of a nice guy.
Brian went to me. Well, Joe obviously wants Timmy to win, doesn't he? I was like,
What does that give a
I don't give a shit. What's the matter with you?
Exactly.
Yeah, you got enough.
I suppose if I had to choose, I'd probably choose Timmy because he'd be my pally, isn't he?
I want Timmy to win. I want to see the faces when he comes back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, you mix it, yeah.
Brian's annoyed the shit out of me by saying that. Sorry, Brian, and you got enough people licking your ass.
Exactly.
I know who everybody wants to win. They want Brian to win. So it'll be quite interesting if Timmy comes back the victor, see the faces on people.
3-1, game over. I'm not going to be crying on my pillow about the fact that Timmy's gone.
You're laughing.
What happened?
Welcome back.
You won!
Oh, it's so good to be back. Oh my God. And it was Brian, man. I was so happy to see him. Look at my face. Can you tell how happy I am?
Good for you. I obviously was a little bit disappointed that Timmy didn't walk back in because he had been my mate through thick and thin here. It may well affect my position now that Timmy is not around with the camp members.
It was eat and drink.
Yeah, tell us all about it.
And Timmy was very unfair. He dug his nails into my arm to stop me swallowing. Look, no,
So
can you see the mark? You can see
sporting,
the mark here. Look. He grabbed hold of my arm and dug his nails in, and you can see the mark.
What? That is
Timmy-
so ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I think it's out of order.
Totally out of order.
Very dirty tactics. Unnecessary. It's a game, but you don't resort to violence.
Is that
So
lovely?
there was no staff to win for our food tonight?
We have 8 meals.
Was Timmy upset? Was Timmy upset at the end?
Well, after he dug his fingers into my arm, I couldn't really give a shit what he was. I just don't like cheats.
That's disappointing. I did not think he would do that.
Well, some would call it cheating. I would call it rather more aggressive tactics. But of course, it hasn't gone down terribly well, and they're making hay of it in the camp.
Martina, how happy are you?
Very. But I'm really disappointed with his behavior. I mean, I have never cheated, ever. Played a lot of matches, could have. That sucks. That's really low.
But yeah, the mask came off, and he dug his
Mask
finger.
came off in a big way, and it's not a pretty face underneath it. It's not a pretty face under the mask.
It's wicked.
I'm so happy.
I am.
So happy.
You see how David didn't say nothing to
Can I just
me?
do something? I have to do it, sorry.
That is
That's
bang
the last
on.
time you're going to hear it now.
It's just not very nice, the things that they're saying about Timmy. So just let them get on with it. Let them say what they want to say. Maybe it might make it a little bit easier for David now Timmy's not here. Who knows? I think David's a really nice fella. I can have a laugh with David, so I'll be knocking about with him a little bit, so he'll be alright.
But you're here, and you've got immunity, and we're all happy.
Yeah, 2 nights now.
Mind you, it might be a good opportunity to get rid of the other one.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
You know what I mean? If we can get rid of the other one tomorrow, then my work is done and I can go off with a clean conscience.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
But then, if the other one goes, then I want to stay here because all my mates are left, you know?
So there you go, Brian wins and he stays in camp. But what about David? What would Timmy's departure do to him? Would it make him rude, angry and unreasonable? Or would it change him? We'll find out later. The phone lines are still open and you're voting for your favourite. Brian is immune thanks to the trial. Here are all the numbers you need. To vote for Esther, it's 09011 32 32 or 4. And 05 for George. Or 6 for Joe. It's 07 for Martina. 09011 32 32 or 8 to save Nicola. Simon's 10. And David is 11. Calls cost 50 pence from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles will be considerably more. Lines closed later in the show. Broadcast after that time will not be counted, but may still be charged. Right, back to camp, and finally the time had come for the group to try and get David out of the bus. And after that, they set about trying to walk on water, sell iced Eskimos, and get blood out of a stone.
Simon, do you want to go in the bed or not?
What?
Do you want to go in the bus?
You've been asked to have a good night's sleep, yeah. Done that.
Simon cannot sleep in Brian's bunk because on the one end it's slant downhill and that hurts Simon's neck.
Well, I don't see why I shouldn't be able to sleep on the bus.
No.
David? Group discussion?
You want me to get out of bed?
Yeah.
Simon. Shall we cut to the chase? You want me to give my bed up to Simon, is that right?
And what's the answer? Would you mind giving up your bed for a couple of nights?
Yes, I'm not saying I wouldn't.
Just swap with me for a couple of nights.
Well, firstly, what's the reason?
Neck.
My neck.
The neck.
Yeah.
Well, I knew earlier this was coming. I think it's really all about just getting me off the bus. I don't think Simon really needs the bed.
Please.
But why is it... Okay, well, fair enough. I know he's hurt his neck and he wants to be...
The question is what this shouldn't be. The question is, there shouldn't be really a discussion about it. It's like the question is, would you be willing to swap beds for a couple of nights?
That's it, Simon. Whether you think it shouldn't be a discussion, I want to discuss it.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I ask a question? Where would you like to sleep if you don't sleep on the bus?
Somewhere flat.
Like this?
Yes.
All right. I have just spent a very happy hour in that hammock. My back enjoys it. Is there any objection to me sleeping up there? Well, I'm having the flat bed then.
Surely, hang on.
I've been here longer.
You debate my bed. Are we not debating your bed?
No, because I've been here longer and my back's sore as well. So I said to Esther, if she's given up her bed, then I'll go in the bed. Ladies first. I also am suffering terribly from my back because I have to sit on those logs with no support of my boobs whatsoever, and I've wore the wrong bras in here because I should have been wearing sports bras, but they don't make the boobs look as nice, so I didn't, which I know sounds like my fault, but it's not my fault really. Well, it is really because I did get them made this size. But whatever, I've got a bad back.
Simon's in the bus. This is quite complicated. I'm in the hammock.
Yeah.
Who's sleeping there?
Brian.
Well, I can sleep here, I can sleep in the hammock.
No, you
would you
said
rather?
that
I'd rather sleep in the bed because
She's just desperate for me to sleep in a hammock or somewhere. That's what that's all about.
she's got a name.
Okay, Nicola, you're just desperate for me to sleep anywhere uncomfortable.
I don't give a shit where you sleep.
Exactly, you just said it. You don't give a shit.
No, David doesn't deserve to be offered anything. He's just been too for himself, you know. I would be happy to offer to anybody else.
Everyone else is willing to sacrifice, apart from David, and that's the truth. We're all here for the same length of time. It should be about everyone having a comfortable night's sleep. If that means we all rotate, we're all willing to do that.
Yeah.
So you'd say George should come off the bus then?
Well, George is exempt from it. He's been so much over, and he's been there the whole time.
So there is an age thing then?
Well, 71
Yeah, but 71
not all people
is
are
enough.
equal, but some people are more equal than others. Is that the case?
George is the only one
Remember that
that's not...
regime? 1984?
David's odd, will not compromise at all. And hello, frizzy hair and no makeup. It's compromise. You're living without your luxuries.
At the moment, if you've got all your bits and pieces, that Nicola has got a flat bed, yours Esther, your Esther, and you're happy up there.
I am.
You've got the bus, you're happy where you are. You're still on the bus. It's down to us two, surely, to work out what have you got against that.
Nothing. No,
No one said anything.
Okay.
So why are you getting so
will the group leave it?